everyone. Happy Wednesday. Sorry about today. We've had some technical issues that we were working through, and honestly, it was a crapshoot that we got it finished and fixed and all of that stuff today. Welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Becca Oaks. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb, and Miss Rachel Webb is the voice that you hear. She is my lovely producer today. Sorry, I'm working on this right now. And we're excited that you're here with us at this weird, bizarre time. What is it, like 12:20 or something? Yeah. Today I'm going to be talking to you about layering vinyl. For those of you, and I didn't go get them. I need to go get them. I'll have to do it later. Fallon had a softball tournament this last weekend. It was the first tournament that they had won. And they get rings, like these big, gaudy, blingy, amazing championship rings. And, you know, the better they get, the more rings that they're going to have. And like, what do you do with that? So I wanted to create something for her to store her rings on. And so I've made this that they just stack the rings on. And I've seen them with like a home plate, and I've seen them, of course, with the ball, with one dowel rod, with two. And I'm like, this kid's going to, you know, I'm just going to speak it into existence. She's going to get a lot, so we'll do two. And then, but I also wanted to give you an option for one. Now, the ones that I have seen like on Etsy and things like that, that are the home plate, are etched. So people use like their Glowforge or their laser printer, laser cutter, whatever you want to call it, and do that. But I wanted to give you all an option. And you could still do that. We have cut files on the website. If you are an Oak and Lamb member, then you can adapt those files for this particular project and use your laser cutter. On Etsy, they're selling for like $25 to $30, depending on what you get. And there's just not that much time or money in the supplies that go into it. So I feel like it's something that's good. It's a good ROI, right? Anyway, wanted to give you an option for those of you who do not have a laser cutter, and so that's why I've come up with this, and we're going to be using vinyl, which I think looks really cute because we get some color. Let's be honest, like what 7, 8, 9-year-old little girl doesn't, excuse me, love a little bit of color instead of just the like stained wood or something like that I'm seeing a lot of times. So that's why I've come up with this.
Becca, how are you feeling?
I'm not feeling great at all. I feel like a giant sack of turds, I have to be honest. But that's okay. I have to move on with life. How are you feeling, Rachel?
Much better.
Good. I'm very happy. So here's a smaller version. That's what I wanted to complete really quick. Here's a smaller version, and we'll put a dowel rod on it in a minute. We get the big one. This one is roughly 6 inches from here to here, and this one is 4 inches from here to here. These blanks are available at Hobby Lobby. This one was by itself, and it was $2.49 full price, or you could get a 2-pack of these, and I've already thrown the paper away. I think it was $3.49. I would have to check. Like this. My preference, I like the size of this one. I think it looks better, and it's going to be like on our nightstand or a dresser, so size-wise I like it. Anyway, somewhere I have a cord, and I want to talk to you. So round, 4 inches here. The bottom of it is probably closer to 5. Yeah, 4 and 7/8. And then I have a 3/4 inch dowel rod, and it is a 12 inch by 3/4 inch. And this was in a pack of 4 from the woodpile section at Hobby Lobby. If you're going to be making a bunch of these, like I have a feeling I'll be making these for all of her teammates, which is totally fine. I love to do that. I've made projects for them all weekend. But if I do that, then what I would do is go to Lowe's and just grab like a 6-foot, 7-foot dowel rod and cut it with my miter saw. Rachel, can you remind me to clean this? If I do my job and clean up like I'm supposed to, then it will be done at the end of the day. Anyway, so it would be much more economical to do that. The other thing, if you're looking for more of, you know, ROI, then maybe making the home plate ones would be as beneficial too. So, and I, if you all are interested, can do like a member only video on how to do that. And so I found, I guess it's almost like a 1x5. That was a finished piece of wood. You could cut it with a miter saw and then use a little stencil to create the home plate. And then you could still use vinyl on it. You could even wood burn on it if you wanted to with a stencil. There's so many different options. But again, at $25 to $30 a pop, these are very profitable because I'd say from start to finish, especially if I have everything like sized and I'm just banging them out, I could probably finish one of these in maybe 10 minutes. Really, it is so simple. This one is all vinyl. This one has paint on it, and I like the color of this one a lot better. Our Hobby Lobby didn't have a really good yellowy green, but Caesar Easy Weed has a really nice one. So look at 143 vinyl and get like a neon yellowy green color for your softball base. The paint color that I got is Folklore. Have you all used the neon Folklore paints? It lights up with a black light. And this color is called, Jaune, Juan, I guess. Juani. Joni.
Wow.
Do use a primer paint first. I've got 3 coats on here and you still kind of see through it. Yellows, I hate painting yellows. Yellows and reds, they're so thin. Not my favorite. Okay, let me see who is here right now. I haven't even looked. And we'll get started. Oh, my ears are popping. Should I admit that I had to look up ROI because Becca kept saying it? I love that. I love that. My attorney the other day said something in a message, and I was like, she asked me a question, and the word was like a crucial part of the question, so I had to look it up. And I messaged back. And I've known my attorney almost my whole life. It's like, oops. Are you connecting? Am I connecting to what? Or are you talking to somebody else? Let me know. I feel like I'm all bunched up here. Guys, really quickly, because I'm a 12-year-old boy at heart, I did a virtual doctor's appointment yesterday. Rachel's giving me a face.
Becca.
It was a great experience, by the way. I absolutely love it. I've never done it before. It was like 10 minutes. I got meds sent in. Fantastic. And my
insurance. You don't
have
to drag your kids in. You don't have to wait in the line.
$0. My insurance covers it 100%. It's amazing. Her name was Dr. Wiener Johnson. Wiener-Johnson. Spelled exactly like Wiener, exactly like Johnson. And
Did you bring it up?
No.
Did she bring it up?
No, of course my husband did when he picked up my prescription. He was like, do you know what your doctor's name is? I was like, because he's worse than I am. Of course he took a picture of it and said it's all of his work friends. Yeah. Hello, Maritza. I got a scroll saw off Facebook Marketplace for $25. Closest thing I will be getting to a laser cutter for a while. Need some craft ideas for... Lisa, this project would be great for a scroll saw. My daddy got rid of his scroll saw.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Dougie, what do you think?
It's like the first thing I ever used of his. Thank you, Kat and Megan. I knew that. I know, right? She was the sweetest.
I would have dropped that wiener when I got married.
Wiener-Johnson. It's almost comical. I don't know. I think I would have kept it. It's a good conversation starter.
I don't think I could have done it. Not forever.
You know, I have an acorn. Anna has a lamb. You have a web. One more story before we go on. Had a doctor's appointment on Monday, and all my kids did go with me. It was a nightmare. So they have this interactive thing on the wall. I didn't know it was interactive. Apparently my kids are smarter than me and they're playing with it. And it has like, just information on drug or allergies.
There's like a slide on rheumatoid arthritis and it just kind of educates.
All different kinds of things. Well, then you can like navigate to this anatomically correct body and like see the different systems. So, your brain, your reproductive system, and you all of these ones. And then I look over and found I was like, Mom, I don't want to say it because I don't. Can we say penis on YouTube?
Yeah, you can say it.
Okay, a penis. And I was like, yeah, she's seen penises before. She has 3 brothers. She helps change diapers and all that stuff. And I was fine with it, whatever. It is what it is. And we get home,
And they're at a doctor's office. It was, you know, I mean.
No big deal. The first thing out of Fallon's mouth to Wayne, Daddy, we saw a penis on the screen. No context at all. Not that we had been at the doctor's office, not that there was a screen on the wall, not that it was an anatomically correct, like nothing. Just, Daddy, we saw a penis on the screen. So that my life has just been consumed by penises and wieners. I don't know. I'm so sorry. This is not the rabbit trail I thought we would go on today. Over in Design Space.
Oh, wow.
If I could find the cord, we're going to look at what we're doing today. We are going to be layering vinyl. I love to layer vinyl. In fact, I was a little scared of layering vinyl in the beginning. I thought that it was a lot more difficult than what it is. It's not difficult at all.
No.
But did it, like, to be honest, like when you first did it worry you?
Yes,
okay.
Because mostly because I didn't know, should I layer it all on a Cricut mat and put the entire finished thing on my project? Do I layer it on my blank? Do I, you know, should I cut it out to where they fit together, like to where there's a gap in the next color and a gap, or do you just layer it on top of each other?
Because let's talk about that for a minute. If you have, I don't even know what, I don't, in my head, don't really know what graphic it would be, but if you had a graphic that had 8 different colors and they had to be layered on top of each other, when you get finished with that project, I mean, it's going to be, so you don't want to do that. So there are certain circumstances where you would want to like kind of cut out.
Like fill the void. Like,
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Projects like this, layering is not going to be a problem. But let's bring up, do you like to layer on the mat all on one piece? Or do you like to layer, like put the circle down first, then put the red down, and then put the black?
That's what I prefer to do.
Generally, that is what I prefer to do as well. Yeah. That's what I'm going to be doing today. Now, the other day, which if you follow me on social media, you may have seen it, I did some tumblers for a couple of the kids on Fallon's softball team. And so I did their name and then there was an offset. And when I layered that vinyl, I put the actual name down first, pulled that up, and then put it on the offset. And so it was all together. So I'd only have to place one time.
Yeah. Which also maybe if your blank is an odd shape, it'd be better to do it on the mat.
And with an offset, I feel like it's easier going like this on a curve to get it straighter. Yeah. But today I'm not going to be doing that. And we also have other videos where we take a shape and designate it with each layer, like colored layer. And then you like put those shapes on top of each other and it helps you put them in the, like there's so many different ways to do this. I really don't feel like there's a wrong way. I do want to encourage you to use clear transfer tape. That does make a difference. I told Rachel this weekend, the only clear transfer tape that I have in my entire craft room at home is strong grip Cricut transfer tape. And it is, I mean, I've been doing this for years. It is still not my favorite. It is still challenging. In fact, I ripped part of one of the graphics because of it. And I had to even like put it on the ground, put it on my shirt, try to get some of the stick of it out of it. But it does need to be clear. I did have masking transfer tape, but I wouldn't have been able to line it up well if I couldn't see through it. So that is very crucial. Over in Design Space, we're going to be just using a cut file that is available on the website. Is a softball cut file.
She's not connected for whatever reason.
Okay, let me try again. We good?
I still don't see her.
It flickered for me. I wonder if it got unplugged. Give me 2 seconds. Let me follow this HDMI cord.
I think it's over here. Shove this thing under it. I had this shoved under it.
Oh, I thought that was like an accident.
Number 3. There she is.
Rachel, you're so smart.
Why do I have to do that? Wait.
Okay, I'm just going to do it just under 3.
Yeah.
We're so ghetto here. Which is funny because all of this is brand new. Okay, well, it may be because I need to...
Okay, I see her.
Okay.
She's good.
Forward. Remind me never to take that out again. I legitimately thought it was an accident. That's on me.
I ripped my mic off. There we go.
So we're just going to be using baseball, softball laces, stitches. What do you call them? Lacing or stitching?
Laces.
Okay. And
what do you call them?
Both. both. And then a circle, obviously, which I think this cut file may actually have a circle in with it. But size that to whatever size you want. I did it right at 4 inches. You can do it a little bit smaller if you wanted to have a little bit of extra space around it. And then I just put a name on here. Now, this font I like over in Illustrator because you have access to the glyphs with it. This is called Baseball Script, and I really love it. Let me see. Let's do Kinsley's name. But size that to whatever size. Wow, I sound really weird today. Kinsley. The reason that I like it in Illustrator, like I mentioned, is that you can access those glyphs. So if you press Windows and then come over to Type and Glyphs, you can access the special characters that are in with fonts. And if you love Illustrator, if you love finding out information like this, we do have a course available on the website for anybody who's interested in Illustrator. But I like the little swooshies right here. I'm going to add those, and that is not available unless you access those special glyphs. That one looks good. They have several different sizes so that if the names are longer or shorter, then you can accommodate that.
Now, if you're in Design Space, you can open up your font book if you're on Mac and see your glyphs and actually like Command-C, Command-V, copy and paste those into. Now, it's longer. You can't see them on the same page. It's definitely easier in Illustrator, but there are workarounds for Design Space.
So I'm going to do exactly what you just said. So I have the baseball script up here, just like this, and then I'm going to open up my font book. My fonts, baseball. Where did baseball go? And then we have all the extras right here. So the other thing is, you know, finding the one that fits will be difficult. So you just copy or press Command-C and then come over here, double clicking, Command-V, and do it that way, exactly like Rachel said. So it's very doable for sure.
But just not nearly as easy.
Right. Okay. Make sure that once you have, especially if you're using a script font like this, you're going to want all of the letters united or welded together so that the end of one letter doesn't cut out of the next letter. You want it to be one fluid graphic so that it looks like it would if you were writing it. So we're going to press Unite. And let me change the color of this so you can see better what I'm talking about. See all the black? Like that. If you left it like this, this is going to cut right here. So it's not going to be connected. Right here. Right here. So when you unite it, let's zoom in so you can see better. We get rid of each of those cut lines and they become one. So that's what you're looking for. Make sure you do that. And then just layer it on top of your ball wherever you want and size it just by dragging and dropping. I'm going to delete these because I don't need them. Now we're going to go ahead and click Make It. And I'm going to be selecting on the mat. You can see I've got my red mat, my green mat, and my yellow mat. And I'm going to be lazy and put them all on one mat. So we'll do black right here. We'll do red. So we're going to move it to the black mat. But we'll put it like in the top right corner.
Now, you can also, in Design Space, just make everything one color in Design Space.
Correct.
But for newbies, this will help you too, seeing, you know, the different colors on a mat while you're moving them.
So I'm going to put black in this corner, red in this corner, and yellow in this corner. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish inches. And the reason I like to put them in, like, instead of kind of like this is so that I don't have to guess. Like, I don't have to be super exact about how much vinyl I put on there and all of that. And another reason I'm wanting to do this is because I'm often a lazy crafter. And let's be honest, especially if you're doing a lot of different colors, loading the mat, unloading the mat, measuring the mat, like your Cricut measuring the mat, becomes time consuming. And so if I can eliminate that.
There's more room for error too.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've clicked on one. I do this a lot.
It's cutting the wrong mat.
Yes, wrong color. Oh crap, that was my last piece of that color. Yeah.
There's a lot that can go wrong.
I agree. Okay. So let me.
Which material are you going to select for this?
I'm using the Smart Vinyl Permanent because I am using 405, what brand is it? 405 Smart Vinyl. I told Rachel this morning, I went to Hobby Lobby and I wanted a more softball yellow, like I mentioned earlier. So when I got there and noticed they literally only had one yellow in all of Hobby Lobby, I was like, okay, well, we're getting that color. I don't know what's wrong with our Hobby Lobby. It's like they had butt tons of iron-ons, glitter iron-ons, puff iron-ons, so many different colors, and they had almost no regular vinyls. They had a spot for them, so I don't know if they're just out or
maybe someone went in there and
cleared them out. Because they were like $5 and something for the entire. It's pretty cheap. Let me make sure that this is.
That's a good point too, Megan. She said, I think putting everything on the same mat also helps with less wear on the mat.
True.
Spreading everything out instead of cutting it in the same spot 3 to 4 times.
True. Also, if, depending on how you do it, I think that, like, if I had just cut one of these out, then I would have to remove it from the mat and place it over here, cut the other one out, remove it from the mat, place it over here, and then put them back on there to easily transfer them with the transfer tape. So, again, it's not a massive problem, but something to consider. Yellow. I'm so sorry. I've tried everything to not cough on you all today.
How did you enjoy those lozenges?
They are lovely. However,
you can only take a couple a day, right?
I don't know. I didn't read that. Is that true?
Yeah. Because it has benzocaine or whatever in it.
I don't know. I fell asleep with one in my mouth last night, which I know is a huge no-no. It ended up getting stuck to the back of my throat, so when I got it off, it hurt.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Pearson is feeling much, 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 much better. However, the child is not sleeping, which is making me miserable. He has slept through the night since he was a week old. I'm not used to, one, being sick, and two, being sick with a lovely child who honestly just wants to be held constantly.
Which, that's true if he's not sick.
It's true, but normally when he's sleeping, like at night, that's not the case.
That's true, yeah.
Love his heart.
Bless
him. I'm going to try to clean up while this is cutting so that, yeah.
Really maximizing your time.
Like, who am I?
I already meant to send Anna a heated email.
Did she not clean up?
She left 3 of my Tupperware containers with paint and soap in them down here. Rude.
What did you say to her?
I just threw them in nothing because I just threw them in the dishwasher. I did not care. But I have to, I mean, there should be a strike system, like 3 strikes and you're out.
We will not stand for this.
We would get like spray paint and like paint over the lamb in the logo behind you, like Oaken Web. Like
we will not. Oaken Web. I like it.
Yeah.
Oaken. It can be Oaken, like Oaken.
Oh yeah.
Or yeah, we'll play with that.
Yeah, but I mean, 3 strikes and you're out. I think.
I mean,
she's got to be on strike 2 at least.
I'm sure. Grab a sanding block. And I mean, these are decently sanded when you get them, but let's be honest, they're $3 and something cents for 2. So I sanded a little bit.
Sanding it makes all the difference.
It does. I bought a real sanding block that you refill your sanding paper with, because every time my dad is at my house and needs sandpaper and I have to give him one of these, I feel a little bit inadequate. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I can tell in his head, he's like, I've raised you better than this. What is wrong with you? So I finally bought one.
Gracie said, sorry I'm late to the live. Is Becky using the Joy Extra?
I love the Joy Extra. In fact, I'm about to order one for my house because it is, I told Rachel before this, it's my second favorite Cricut machine, I think. I think my very favorite is the Cricut Venture. It's huge and it's amazing. But the Cricut Joy Extra, I love her. She, especially with Print and Cut, and I don't know, of course I haven't used many Cricut Joy Extras, but it is tack sharp for Print and Cut. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to burnish these and weed them.
I heard a name I absolutely love today.
Let's hear it.
There was a TikToker, and she recently had a baby, first of all, and she went to her mama's house, and she kept calling her mom Hen, H-E-N, Hen.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, what is your mom's name? It's Penny with an H, Henny. Henny.
That's cute. I like that.
I thought it was adorable.
Yeah, that's cute.
Adorable.
That's really cute.
Henny.
You know, if I ever had a girl, her name was going to be Windsor Hensley.
Yes.
And I could have called her Hen or Henny.
I think
short
Henny's
for Hensley.
Adorable.
I know. That's adorable.
I thought so too.
I was going to name her Hensley after Rachel.
Bull. It was not. She's always liked that name.
It was not on my list. No, it was literally after you.
You were not going to name her after me.
Yes, I was, because it was, like, to begin with, it was going to be Windsor Ellison.
Do you want me to cry right now?
I thought I told you that.
It is my time of the month. I will cry right now.
It's true.
Don't make me cry.
So Anna was considering Hensley for Palmer's middle name.
Is she cute? She a cute name.
I know, it's cute. But I'm glad she didn't, because you just never know.
You want a fifth child?
You just never know when you're going to have another kid.
You want a fifth child and you want it to be a girl?
Right, it goes against everything. Maybe I'll get a dog and name it Hensley.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need another dog either.
Oh, no, I mean years from now. When I have an empty nest, right?
I thought we went through this already. You're not gonna. By the time you have an empty nest, you'll probably have some grandbabies.
No, I'll probably foster. And here's my problem. I was talking to my brother, who's also a foster parent, and they're getting ready, I think, to be finished with their fostering as well, because they've ended up adopting too. Well, getting ready to, and all this stuff. And the same with us. Our house has not even been open for a full year yet. Well, yeah, it has.
Has it? No, it has not been a year.
No, it hasn't.
There's no way.
It hasn't. It was October. It's been open for roughly 9 months. And I wanted to go into foster care to help children.
Yeah.
And while I've wildly helped Pearson and one other child, that's it. I wanted to be a part of reunification stories and respite stories and temporary things and whatnot. And that's just, unfortunately, in East Tennessee, and I don't know if it's the same in other states, reunification is not that frequent here. And I did not know. I didn't know that parents just refuse to get their crap together.
It's
it is
pretty rare.
It is.
Which is unfortunate.
So now I'm trying to figure out how I can still be involved without taking permanent children again, because I can't just continue to take children all the time. So I think I'm going to try to get involved with the Isaiah 117 house. I also want to lobby to have some laws and procedures changed here in East Tennessee for foster families and foster children. I would love for foster children to have more rights than what they have.
Absolutely.
And then I'm also trying to figure out how I could start some sort of support system for foster parents or guardians who have no idea what's going on. I'm so new to this. This is so confusing because there's so many different so many different hands and ways things could go. And this and situational, it's so crazy. Foster care is not straightforward at all. No. And so I would like to be a resource in that way too, but I don't know how. Went ahead and put my circle on. This was the easy part. Just gonna line it up. And like I said, I did make it a little bit smaller so that I'm gonna have a little bit of an outline of the wood all the way around.
And Lisa said, how do you like the Hobby Lobby brand vinyl?
I don't hate it. what was the other brand that we used to use for Mobby Love?
Paper Studio.
They don't have it there anymore. Or ours doesn't. I feel like this brand is thicker. I feel like the Paper Studio, sometimes you could see through if it were specific colors. And so this yellow, I'm impressed with. Okay, so I've laid that down. Doesn't want to stick. Now I'm going to put my laces, my stitches on. And also, what I might do, I probably will do it, is go back and resin this. I'm going to put a coat of UV resin on it so that it doesn't, like, it'll stay. And it will look, I think it'll look really nice and shiny and all that fun stuff. Let's put this on.
Kelly said,
here.
I got my Joy Extra yesterday and immediately made a project, not the one that they send. I also have the Maker 3 and the Joy as well. I love them for all different reasons.
I love hearing this. Love hearing it. I tried to get a Joy Extra. I can't get them here. I'm going to have to order them. They're not in stock at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or anything. Sad. There's that. I should have done, can I do another name? I did 2 Fallons and I should have done a Kinsley.
Sure.
Do you guys mind if I cut out another one? While it's cutting out, I can do this one. I'm gonna use my True Control knife here. It lined up pretty good, but there was just a little bit of stuff there. Let me go back and do Kinsley here. Isn't Kinsley such a cute name?
Yes. And I will not be mean in saying this because people are named this other name. I love the way they spelled that Kinsley.
Instead of,
that's,
yeah.
I won't say it because
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude, but I love the way that mom spelled Kinsley.
Her
You know,
son's
like
name,
Kinsley.
right? Yeah.
Cute.
Her son's name is Carter with a K. They're both KBL.
Carter and Kinsley, that's pretty cute.
I wanted to name one of my kids Carter, but apparently I have a great-grandfather, whose name was Carter, and he was kind of a SOB, so maybe not. Sorry, that might be TMI.
No. I had a grandfather who was an SOB, whose name was Charles. And I've had a couple people ask me if Charlie is named after him, and I'm like, no.
I am so sorry,
No,
guys.
he's not. Like, you can't apologize for bodily functions.
Trying
Oh, my God. Hey, get a drink, Becca. Get
I
a
did.
drink. Are you okay?
It's that dry cough. It's horrible. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to delete these, the black and the yellow. I don't need it. Cut
You
this
did
out
want
again.
the black. You meant red and yellow, but they knew what you meant. They knew.
You knew what I meant too. Thank you for keeping me straight there.
Well, when you're sick, you literally, like, I'm the same way. I was trying to hold a conversation with Jason on one of my worst days. I literally could not get a sentence. It's like your
brain fog like no other.
It's like you just turned to mush. Like, not only did I forget what I was trying to say, I forgot the conversation we were having altogether. And I'm like, let's just move on.
Let's circle back to this later. Yeah.
No, I get it.
Okay. This will cut out quickly. What are you doing, Piercing?
Say, I took a tiny nap and now I'm up.
He's going to work like a boss, baby. Look how big he is. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Hello. Hello, Mr. Man. I love that smiley boy. We're gearing up. We're leaving on Saturday to go to the beach. We're very excited.
Yes.
Very excited.
It's going to be something.
Have you packed everything already?
No, you've already been in David's room. Isn't that something? That's the packing room.
I haven't packed crap.
When I walk around the house and think of something I want to pack, I literally don't even look in the room. I just toss it in there.
Yeah.
It looks like a tornado went off, but and we're all packing light. Charlie has the most stuff, obviously.
Yeah, naturally.
But I mean, there's a washer dryer there, which, by the way, guys, when you have kids and families, a washer and dryer where you're going is key. Okay.
Yeah,
that
I'm pretty
sucker's
excited
gonna
about
be going
that.
24/7, and I love doing laundry, so I can do it all. I know that you hate doing laundry.
No, I don't mind it. I don't mind it in that.
Okay, in that aspect.
Yeah.
But
Like small loads here and there that I can get put up,
Yeah.
and it's when I have like 7
yeah, no, I get
at
it.
one time.
No, it's like I need a pair of panties tonight. Better do a load. You know, because I mean, honestly, I'm taking like 2 outfits, and that's it. We'll be doing a lot of laundry and everything, so hopefully we'll be packing light. We'll see. And then Becca, with her 3rd row up on her Tahoe, has a grand total of 6 inches of trunk space.
No joke. It's not even a foot. Well,
No, it's barely. If maybe at the bottom. Lorraine wants to see that baby. Well, I'll give the baby to Becca when the live's over and you guys can see him. What max width does the Joy Extra cut? Do we know, Becca?
It is 8.5 inches with a mat. Without the mat, I think it's closer to 9.5.
She said, I have 2 makers, the Joy and the Solo. And in parentheses, she said, I hate the Solo. I'm debating if I need the Joy Extra. What?
Okay, the only reason that I want the Joy Extra is that I craft a lot downstairs out of my craft room, and it just would be easier for me to grab it and go down instead of taking my big maker. That's literally the only reason I want it at home. But I don't know. I love it here. In fact, I've been using it here more than any of the other machines. I don't know why. Especially because it's only Bluetooth, and that normally drives me crazy. Like
yeah.
Yeah. Did I put this on backward? This looks weird to me. Oh. Come on off there. Rachel, how warm's the pool?
It's bath water.
I didn't bring a swimsuit, but I'm tempted to get in just my bra and underwear.
She's bath water. I have swimsuits that you can wear.
Okay.
We're really close to the same size.
Yeah.
I'm catching up to you, Becca.
Good for you.
I'll get there. It's like 88. Like it's warm. On a good hot day, you wish it was colder.
Really?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Okay, we got that on
Gotta make
there.
room for Charlie's bike. I think I'm gonna put it in the cab with him. I'm gonna be like, "You want your bike? You hold it."
He would the whole way.
Oh, he would.
Okay, now I'm gonna put this on here. I have pilot bore into this so that I can screw in very easily. Go ahead and do the same with this. What'd I do with you? What'd I do with it? That doesn't go there. Crap. I had all of this really nice and organized. And then life happened. Last time it was stuck to my computer because there's like a magnetic spot on it.
I don't see it in the floor either.
Duty. Oh, she's a smaller one, I guess.
Where in the world is it?
I don't know. That's weird. I'll find it after this, I'm sure. Huh. Weird. Anyway, I'm just going to pilot bore right into the end of this. Make sure you go in straight so that it doesn't come out the side. Of course, there's like like a knot in it.
Of course.
And then I'm going to pilot bore in here. So I have to just kind of guess where I want to put it. I don't want it in the center like this. I want it more like this, but I don't want it to look like I tried to get in the center and didn't. You know what I mean?
I totally get you.
I kind of want like this, I guess. I feel like that would look more intentional.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So I'm going to put my finger here, and then this is 3/4 of an inch. So half of 3/4 is, 3/8. Where's my... We'll go right there. Let's make sure we're in the center. 4 and 2. Okay. This is looking promising. And then I'll pilot more all the way through. And then the same thing with this. So I ended up doing 1.5 inches from the top. Which is right here.
Harry's never been to the beach, has he?
No. He will be interesting.
I'm curious to see what he'll do.
Now, he doesn't hate water now, so that's good.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Okay, and then I'm just using wood screws. And I will insert the screw from the back. Like this. And go ahead and start so that I can see it through it. Like that. And then I just screw it on by hand until it stops. And then take it and finish it.
And I guess you'd want to push it in extra to get it flush on the bottom.
I did. That's what I was going to say. This is really soft wood, so you can push it very easily. Good. Yeah. But that's cute. And you could paint this part if you wanted to. I like the natural since this is natural. Same. Yeah. And then we'll do this one. Again, I am going to put resin on this. But I probably won't do it on the live. Finish that off. Look how cute. I wish I brought the rings down here. Is this big enough? You just stack them on there. Those are too small. But that's okay. Just stack those big chunky rings on there.
So cute.
No, I like it. I like it. And that's how easy it is to layer vinyl. In my head, when I was going to be layering vinyl to begin with, I thought that putting it, putting one down, then putting the next one down, putting the next one down would make the previous one want to come up, and it doesn't. If you have a good adhesion from the wood to the vinyl or from your blank to your vinyl. And I do want to say, if you did paint before, make sure that it is good and dry before you try to put vinyl down. It is not going to stick good if it's not good and dry. If there's any moisture at all, then you're going to fight it, and you don't want to do that. I know this goes in here. What in the world?
Kate, if I had to guess, she would be using UV resin for that.
Yes, absolutely UV resin. Oh, this got put in the wrong spot. No wonder. I'll do all of this later. Yes, UV resin. What time is it? 1:10. I could do one really quick.
Up to you.
If y'all want to stick around. Let me see what y'all are saying. Yeah, I'll do one really quick. Where is my resin? Do we have an open resin? Stop it.
It's where he wanted. He wanted it.
Y'all are going to have to give me a minute because I got to go take a picture of this baby. I'm dying. It is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
He kept reaching for
in my life.
It's clean.
I'm dead.
Go get it and put it in front of the camera.
Hold on. I got to get this picture first. Where's my phone?
It's upstairs. Oh, you got it.
What are you doing? It's funny, Pierce. Ha. Ha. What are you doing?
He may or may not be in a trash can.
I get it. Get it. Ha. You want to go see him? You want to go see him? I'm dead because you could just see like his little hand and his little eyes. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Look at this. Look at this baby. Ha. Ha. You want to sit on the table in your trash can?
I can't help it.
He loves it. He's so excited.
I know. Gosh.
What is wrong with you? Hi. Hello. You want to say hi?
It's just the top of his head.
You say hi? Hi, honey.
Please don't cancel
This
us.
is so funny.
It's a clean trash can, I promise.
I know. This is like worse than bathroom baby.
I'm
What are
sorry.
you doing? Hi.
By the way, he sits up by himself. It's not like he's crammed in there. Oh my gosh, Kat. She said his nickname can be Oscar now.
I love that.
Oscar Grouch in his trash
Are you the
can.
Oscar Boss baby? I know. Oscar Boss baby. You hear him laughing? Oscar Boss baby. You would laugh again. Say,
It sounds like it's echoing from the trash. Oh.
I'm going to bring it back over there. I don't want him around the resin. Did you toot? Oh my goodness. He thinks this is the best, Rachel. Look.
What are you doing? Maybe we'll take it to the beach.
I actually was just thinking the same thing.
Take it.
Hi. Oh, my cheeks hurt. That is so funny.
No, Daisy, I was holding on my knee and he looked over at it. It's not had a trash bag in it at all. It's just been sitting here. And he kept leaning over, reaching for it. I thought, okay. Can do.
Oh, I need a baby. Megan, you do. You do. Okay. You could take this off or leave it on. I'm trying to decide. Rachel, should I take the dowel off?
My gut wants you to leave it on.
Same. I'm leaving it on. UV resin is self-leveling, and believe it or not, unless you just completely pull it up there, it will not go over the sides.
Yeah, it likes to stay put.
So you can just use your finger.
He's so happy in this trash can.
To get to the edges. I kind of just dot my finger around the edges to make sure it gets all the way to the edge. And then you can also use like some tools that you would use for clay. I've used that before. We have some videos on, it's the exact same process as this, making keychains in this way. And it has some up close footage of how I did it.
I love that we have pink gloves.
Did you order those?
You did.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't normally love pink. They were probably on sale.
They were probably on sale.
Okay. Let me just get in there. And then I've got to grab a lighter to pop the bubbles. I like a torch lighter for this. Does really well. You can also use alcohol to pop those bubbles. And then my preference would be to take this outside. However, because it's so big, I'm afraid that if I walked it outside at this rate, that I would end up like sloshing it over the sides and things like that. So what you could do is hit it with the UV light for, you know, enough time to kind of get it set and then take it out, or just be patient and use it for the entire time. I'm going to use 2 lights because I can't remember which one is stronger. Do you remember if it's the silver one or the black one?
They should say it on the back, don't they?
Yeah, 230 volt. I don't know what wattage this one is, though. The silver one is stronger. Come on over. This is so...
She's adorable.
You know what's funny, Rachel?
Huh?
We have twice the people watching right now than we did when I was finished with the project.
Interesting.
Is he still as happy as it?
Yes.
That's so funny.
Beach hack. Bring a trash can.
Life hack, apparently. I just need to tote that around everywhere. Softball field. That's funny. This looks so flipping good. Like, just the final product because of that resin on top. I don't care. So many projects would look exponentially better just finished with a little bit of resin on top.
And not only does it look better, it'll last forever,
right.
too.
Right. Nothing's good. You know, like, your kids aren't going to set the things on it and, like, the vinyl going to come up or anything like that. So cute.
Kate, you're so sweet. She said, everyone don't forget to like the video. That always helps us out. Thank you, guys.
That is said enough, and then after the live, I'll take this outside. But that's it. That easy. Love it. Absolutely love stuff like this.
So cute and easy.
Cute, cute, cute. Thank you all for watching with us. If you are not a subscriber to the YouTube channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. It is free to subscribe here on the YouTube channel. And if you like our content, like cut files like this, like the community that we have here at Oak and Lamb, then join the membership. You can do so monthly or annually. And it helps us so much when you do that as well. But thank you for being here with us, and we will see you. We aren't going to be here next week because we're all going to be at the beach together. So we'll probably have some pre-recorded content, Rach. Is that what we decided to put out? Yeah. And then we'll be back the next week live with you all. But have a fantastic weekend, everyone.